Something that sucks your time and energy and takes 1 hour will kill your mojo for a whole day. That's 6, 10, however many hours you work gone because you're doing tasks that are outside your flow.
This is the Funnel Podcast with Jody Jelas.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Funnel Podcast. So today we're going to be talking about the true cost of DIY. But before I do, if you need high converting sales funnels built completely for you by a crack team of high converting funnel experts with over 1,000 funnels built to date, then go to funnelpodcast.net where you can download my PDF, 6 strategies my most successful clients use to increase profits from sales funnels. You can also chat to a funnel expert by sending an SMS, text, chat, or jump on a strategy call where we will do actual strategy specifically for you. So a lot of people in business, they might start out, they might not have the money, and they want to create their own funnels, do everything themselves because they're on a shoestring budget, which I totally understand. When I first started out in business when I was 21, that's exactly how I had to do things. But I learned very quickly over the years of what that could actually cost. And in today's episode, I'm going to give you some examples that are factual, that I've actually seen happen, to give you an idea of what it can actually cost you to not outsource. So first of all, you've heard me say this 1,000 times before, lifestyle first. So when you're building your business, you want to build it around your lifestyle. And there's a cost of being in business that a lot of people don't talk about. They talk about the financial costs of being in business and growing your business, but not many people talk about time, money, energy cost, right? So how much time does something take you, and how much energy does it suck, or how much energy does it give you? So if you're in business doing tasks that you don't enjoy, it's going to be an energy suck on you. It's going to feel like hard work. It's going to make you think you don't like your business. If it's something that costs money, then that's so quantifiable. So you know that that's going to cost money. This is what I'm going to get back in advance. It's so much easier to see a return on your investment. But what is a return on your energy? Is it giving you more power to do more and be more productive in your business? Or is it sucking your energy and will have you actually do less? So the time, money, energy suck. I had a conversation recently with my brother, and he was at a party listening to people talk about how they hate their jobs. And one thing that I've noticed in my business, and even in people in jobs, if you're doing tasks that you don't enjoy, it convinces you that you don't like your business. If you're doing tasks that don't light you up, you could think that you hate your business and want to go back and get a job. Or you may think that if you are in a normal job, you might feel like you're not enjoying your job because you're doing tasks you don't like. Maybe you've outgrown them. Maybe you're bored. Maybe your desires have changed, or maybe your skill set's changed. And so the tasks that were once uplifting are no longer that for you, and they actually suck your energy instead. So I used to do everything in my business. When we first started building websites 21 years ago, 23, 24 years ago now, I used to do the coding, I used to do the design, I used to do the marketing, I used to do the sales, did everything myself. There were areas that I excelled at, and I could do it all myself, but it was not a good use of my time. Anytime I had to do detail and code, because I'm a creative person, my soul was sucked from me. I couldn't stand doing it, but I knew I had to at that point. Then I employed other people to do that part of my business, which freed me up. And although it may have only given me 20 hours a week of my time back, if you work out how much energy I had and how much more productive I was, you could have sworn that I had 40 hours spare in my week instead of 20, because I was working so much faster. I was so much in flow. I was doing what I enjoy, and being part of my business was lifting me up instead of making me want to run away, throw the baby out with the bathwater, and not do that job anymore. When I was 30, I was pregnant with my daughter. It was a surprise. And I was sitting at my desk. She was 2 weeks old. At the point of being pregnant and going into labor, I was sitting at my desk. I was working long hours. My waters broke at my desk. She was 2 weeks early. And I didn't want to get up from my desk until these websites were finished because I had promises to clients. I stayed in my desk sitting on towels until all those websites were finished. That afternoon, many hours later, I stood up from my desk and said, I'm ready to have this baby now, and instantly went into labor. Now, 2 weeks, fast forward 2 weeks, the ridiculousness of having to sit on a chair, on towels while my waters are broken and not going into labor and having my baby straight away, just still doing the work, was not a place that I wanted to be. Then if you fast forward to 2 weeks later, I was still working. I was rocking her in the bouncer with one foot. I was building websites with one hand, and I had the express pump milking machine on my printer, using the other hand to try and get milk to feed her for when she woke up. I was stressed. I wasn't making enough milk to feed my own baby, and I stood up from my desk and said, this is not how you live. And from that moment on, I came up with my ADD theory, which is automate, delegate, delete. If you were to work out every 30-minute increment during your week, actually map it out for 7 days, personal stuff and business stuff. If you have a column for love and a column for hate, and next to all of those lists of tasks that you do during the week, put a tick next to the ones you love and a tick next to the ones you hate. The ones you hate, get rid of them first. So then you start going through the list of the things you do not enjoy, and you either automate them, because there's so much available to us right now where you can automate, delegate it, get someone on your team to do it. It doesn't mean you have to employ people. Just have contractors, be that someone on Fiverr, or hire a VA, or get somebody else who's more skilled to do it for you, because they'll do it quickly, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Or what can you delete? Because usually we're doing a bunch of tasks that we don't necessarily need to do. What are the tasks that are making you money and moving you forward to having a more efficient and more profitable business? If they're not those, get rid of them. You probably don't even need to do them. Especially, I see people do this with social media. They try and do so much of it, but it may only be one avenue that's actually bringing them clients. Therefore, you don't need to bother with all the social media. Just find the one that picks you the most clients and double down on that, and make sure it's an avenue that you enjoy. So another thing that I learned about hiring team was I used to have a big fat young person in business ego where I thought nobody could do it as good as me. And so I thought I had to do all of the tasks or else nothing was going to be done right. I was a control freak, a perfectionist, and I would give somebody a task and then I would take that task back from them and be in control. Then I learned, I was going to say quickly, but I learned very, very slowly that I had a belief system that I could do it the best, which is an absolute ego-driven crock of shit. So I had to change up my language. And many years ago, probably about 5 years ago, I started changing that narrative to I only employ people who are better than me at that job. And since then, that's all I've done. I don't pretend that I'm a detail person. I'm not. I stay creative. I focus on strategy. I stay high level. If I get pulled down into the detail, then nothing's going to get done. I also know I have a short attention span. I have lots of ideas. I need to execute at the speed of light, or else I'll be on to the next idea and nothing will get done. I need to automate, delegate, delete every idea, get the team to run with things, or nothing's going to get done. So working out what your strengths are and staying in those strengths is extremely important. Here at Funnel Builders, we specialize in full done-for-you funnels and courses. And the best part is our strategy calls are not just some cleverly disguised sales call. We will give you actual strategy that's specific to your business. Your expert will give you a personalized funnel map for your business, and then if you like it, we can build it. Just go to chattoanexpert.com and book a call with one of our experts, or just jump on live chat. Your funnel expert is waiting. So let's talk about the cost of DIY. I want to give you an example here. Let's say you have a course that's $1,000. I'm going to keep the numbers super round because maths is not my strong suit. A course that's $1,000, and let's say if you got your sales page up, then you were selling 10 of those a week. That's $10,000 a week. Let's say it took you 6 weeks to build your own sales funnels and build your own members area to sell that course. If it took you 6 weeks, then every week that you're not selling, it's actually costing you money. So that means over 6 weeks, that's $60,000 it's costing you to not have your stuff live. Now, the truth about creating a course is there's the strategy, making sure you got the right strategy. There is creating the funnel, and there is creating the course. There's some things, if you do the ADD method, that you can automate, delegate, delete, but there's some things that you have to do yourself. If you're teaching something on camera, then it needs to be your face on camera. If they're coming to you because perhaps you're a coach of some kind, you're the one whose face needs to be on social media. So you can't delegate that stuff as easily. Although now you can use your face and your voice on AI and have them do it. So you need to be focusing on the things that you can't delegate and automate and delete. And if you're focusing on those to build your course, and at the same time, trying to create a funnel and think about strategy, you're wearing so many different hats. Even if you do know how to do it all, it's not going to be an efficient use of your time. So let's go back to that scenario. You've got 6 weeks to build your funnel, which is, some people will take months to do this because it's outside their flow. So let's just say 6 weeks, it's cost you $60,000. Now, if you came along to someone like us at Funnel Builders, we have a team of experts. We have a team of experts who know strategy, people who do design, people who actually build the pages, people who do the super technical stuff if there's anything curly. And we know that we keep everybody in their strengths and everybody in their lane. Then we've got project managers, who's your one point of contact, that will manage the project for you. So we can have a turnaround time of 2 to 4 weeks, sometimes 1 week, depending on how intense your project is. Let's say 2 weeks, because that's probably an average by the time we get everything we need from you and actually build it. Let's say 2 weeks. So my team will kill me on this because they make me say 4 weeks because they like to underpromise and overdeliver. But I'm just going to do these numbers on 2 weeks. If you are recording over those 2 weeks, your course, you're recording the course modules, and at the same time, we're building the course, we're building the sales page, we're building the strategy, the automation, the email sequences, everything that goes in the funnel that helps you sell that course while you're recording it, the thing you can't delegate, you're going to get that done so much faster. So if it's going to take you, DIY, 6 weeks, $60,000 in sales, you're going to be missing while you do that. And let's say if we get it done in 2 weeks, that's $40,000 that you're going to be making. If we charge $10,000 to build your funnel and your course, and just to be clear, it's nowhere near that, but for easy numbers, again, if we were to charge you $10,000 to do that all for you while you built your course, you're going to be making way more sales. That's tens of thousands of dollars in sales you're going to be making. So if it takes us 2 weeks and you're building that, then within 2 weeks you're ready to go and your course is recorded and we've built the strategy, the right strategy, and we have built the course and everything for you, there's $40,000 you're going to be saving by having us build your funnel, build your course for you, instead of doing it yourself over 6 weeks. So that's a pretty significant amount of money to be saving. Now, the other thing is we talked earlier about the time energy suck cost, right? If you are not skilled at building funnels, or if you don't like building funnels and you've got to do that for 6 weeks, during that 6 weeks, there's so many tasks that you're not going to be doing that's going to be costing you money in your business in the long run because your time is being completely sucked up into creating funnels. So it's not just that $40,000 in savings, it's all the other things you're dropping the ball on because you're trying to create the course, create the funnel, do everything, wear all the hats, and it sucks your time and energy. Something that sucks your time and energy and takes 1 hour will kill your mojo for a whole day. That's 6, 10, however many hours you work gone because you're doing tasks that are outside your flow. If you're doing tasks within your flow, just like this morning, I got up early, I started creating videos, and I love doing videos. I feel like if I had stopped at noon, I would have I feel like I'm accomplished. I feel like I've got a lot of stuff done and it makes me feel good about myself. I'm in flow. It's my thing. So the other thing to think about is let's talk about trust. If you're selling something and or you're purchasing something and there's not that trust built there. So one thing we do with clients is the majority of our clients pay 100% up front because we do move fast. We get things done quickly. And that's just how we roll. Sometimes we'll do a 50% up front and a 50% in 21 days. We like to show our clients that they can trust us, that we're the best. Yes, we've been doing it for a very long time. We specialize in Kartra, so we've got a whole team of Kartra specialists. That's where we do all our work, and we can do it so quickly that we just take everything up front. Now and then we'll do a 50% up front and other 50% in 21 days, just to make them feel more comfortable. Some people would like that. One of the things that we did recently is on a much bigger project. There were 3 people. We were competing against other companies, but our prices were double the competitors. But they still wanted to go with us because they knew we had the reputation. What we put forward appealed to them more. We knew strategy, and we had things in there that the other people didn't think of. But what we did with those people is we got them to pay, we got a 50% upfront, but there's 2 tasks that we promised to do in the first few days. And if we completed those tasks and they were not happy, we'd give the 50% deposit back and we would not continue the project. However, that hasn't been the case. So I just wanted to let you know that if you are going to get your funnels done for you, one thing you want to watch out for is to make sure you're going with people you trust. Make sure it's not just you've seen a testimonial somewhere or someone's referred you. Do a little digging. Get them to provide you with a strategy first. So when we talk to our clients on a sales call, we will not only give them a strategy, but we'll send a proposal through to them and they'll have an actual funnel map outlined of the strategy that we've given them. So people come on a sales call and get strategy for free, essentially, and then we tell them how much it would cost for us to build it. We send that to them. They agree. Most people pay 100% up front. My team execute it. Everybody stays in their lane. It's done efficiently and brilliantly, and then everybody walks away happy. We did the numbers this week. 70% of our clients are clients that come back for more work because they had a great experience working with us. We've been doing this so long, the systems are tight. My team have, very high expectations of the work that they produce. They have high expectations of themselves. So their output it's not just pretty, it works and is high converting. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that trust when you are looking for someone to build your funnels for you. Because sometimes you're DIY because you've been burnt before and you've got trust issues. So if you are out there looking for someone to build your funnels for you and it's not us, then just make sure you've got some sort of safeguard so that you know what they are promising is something they're going to actually fulfill. So that is it on the cost of DIY. So hopefully this has given you an idea on what it can cost you financially and energy if you try and DIY as opposed to bringing on a team of people to do jobs for you. This does not just apply to funnels as well. This is anything. Whether that's a cleaner in your house to free up your time because it's not your jam so that you can work on your business and make money, just do the calculations. Everything's pretty much quantifiable. What's going to take your time? What's going to give you more money? What's going to suck your energy? What's going to make you feel alive? What's going to make you love your business? And what's going to make you not enjoy it and want to go and get a job? So hopefully this has been helpful. I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Funnel Podcast.
You've been listening to the Funnel Podcast with Jody Jelas. Subscribe to get more strategies on higher converting sales funnels with new episodes every week. And to download 6 strategies my most successful clients use to increase profits from sales funnels, go to funnelpodcast.net to get our exclusive free PDF guide.